What's going on, guys? Jacob Ober here, coming to you with my reactions to the Packers' 42-24 victory over the Oakland Raiders at Lambeau today. Overall, a really, really good performance by the Packers, mainly on offense and mostly in part because of Aaron Rodgers and his 6 total touchdowns today. The final numbers for Rodgers: 25-31, 429 yards, 5 touchdown passes, 6 total touchdowns, 0 turnovers. Honestly, if I'm being honest, he had a perfect pass rating today. Today was probably one of the top 5 best games of Rodgers' career. Seriously, he was amazing. He didn't miss a single throw, and this is all coming without Devontae Adams, mind you. The number one wide receiver, he's out there with MVS and Geronimo Allison, who has hardly been able to catch the ball this season, and Jimmy Graham, who's had similar issues, and Alan Lazard and Jake Kumaro, and he found a way to not only make it all work, but to have one of the best performances of his career. That just shows you how amazing he has been so far this season. And really, for the past couple of weeks, the numbers really haven't shown Rodgers playing at an MVP level, even though I feel like he has. But this week, it certainly showed up in the box score for Rodgers. That he had as many touchdowns as he did incompletions. And, that just says it all for how good he was today. But that doesn't mean that everything was all sunshine and roses for the Packers. The offense obviously was amazing, but the defense, not so much. Then they certainly made some plays towards the end of the game that kind of put it away for Green Bay for sure. But, you got to have better performances against a team like the Raiders, who, mind you, aren't really that bad. But, the Raiders don't have a great offensive line. They were down Trent Brown today, and the Packers' pass rush this was the first game that I really felt like it just didn't have much of an impact at all on the game. I don't even think they sacked him once. I hardly ever saw anybody in Carr's face. And that was a problem. Carr only threw 5 incompletions all day. He did throw the 1 interception to Kevin King, and that was a pretty bad throw. But other than that, and of course there was the one where he fumbled out of the back of the end zone, and that really turned the game in favor of Green Bay. The Packers just didn't look back after that. They scored what? Would they score 21 unanswered points after that? But it was the defense. It was bend don't break. Certainly you want to eliminate the amount of times that the opponent is able to drive down the field and hold the ball and everything, but they didn't really give up as many points as you would think an offensive performance like the Raiders had would give you. But at the same time, like I said, you don't want to be giving up the kinds of drives that the Green Bay Packers defense was doing today. And like I said, I think a lot of that had to do with the pass rush, not being able to get home and kind of conceal a few of the weaknesses in the Green Bay secondary right now. Obviously their corners are great, but playing Will Redmond back there, and Amos, who isn't exactly a elite deep man safety, it certainly conceals a lot of things for the Packers in the deep passing game. And the Raiders certainly got a lot of big plays out of their offense today, especially with the tight end and running back positions. But hopefully we can get Darnell Savage back, and he was doing an excellent job being that second safety alongside Amos. But overall, though, it was a great win. You couldn't ask for much more winning a game 42-24. And really, the one touchdown they got at the end, they should have only had 17 points. It was a garbage time touchdown. But still, got to be happy with the way the Packers played today. And like I said, Aaron Rodgers, I honestly think that he put himself into the MVP conversation today. The numbers really just haven't shown how good Rodgers has been this year. But, this performance, it really puts the spotlight on him now, I think. And, even though he might not win it this year, or he might not be the clear-cut number one guy right now, I certainly think that he is in the race at this very moment. And if he can put together even a couple more performances like he did today, then he might end up, messing around and going and winning the whole award. But, 6-1. Who do we got next week? The Kansas City Chiefs on the road without Patrick Mahomes. That'll be a Sunday Night Football game, actually, too. But really, this team's rolling, and when they get to their bye, they could legitimately be like 9-1. That's a very real possibility. They're playing Mahomes-less Chiefs. Then they're going to not San Diego, Los Angeles to play the Chargers, who are 2-4 right now, and then they come back home to play the Panthers, who, Kyle Allen has been pretty good, but still, it's at home. It's the Panthers. They should win that game. But yeah, I mean, great win today. Can't wait to see how they do next week in Kansas City. A hostile road environment should be a good test for them. They've played 5 of 7 games so far at home. But, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Those are my thoughts on the game today. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, AlbertSports41512, and on Instagram, username Jacob_Ober. And I'll see you guys next time. Go Pack, go.